This video covers material that goes over the Clean Water Act, what is it, and what role it takes into our actual society. The material presented was originally developed by Chris Steffen and modified and narrated by Alan Rodriguez. This video is made possible by the National Science Foundation funded project Boat of Knowledge in the Science Classroom at Ohio University. Now, I have some questions for you. Do you know what's the EPA, or the Environmental Protection Agency? Or what is the Clean Water Act, or CWA for short? What about the purpose of this CWA, or Clean Water Act? If you answer no to any of these questions, or even if you feel you should review these concepts, then I invite you to study and review with me the presentation titled The Clean Water Act. What is it and what it does? Now, before we start introducing the Clean Water Act, we will briefly review what is the Environmental Protection Agency and why is it important to our society. Let's go ahead and get started. The Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA for short, was established on December 2nd of 1970. It was established given the concerns about elevated environmental pollution back then, and because they wanted to consolidate in one agency a variety of federal research, monitoring, standard setting, and enforcement activities to ensure environmental protection. The EPA has only one clear and important mission: to protect human health and the environment. The agency creation was motivated mainly due to the environment atrocities being seen throughout the nation. Join me as we go through some of these examples. Here we have the smog and cloud of contamination that covered LA in 1972, as well as how people back then used natural places to dump waste, which ends up corroding and contaminating the water bodies and soil. Similar things were happening to the water bodies. They were being contaminated by oil and industrial waste as seen. Because of this and many other incidents concerning environment, the agency was created. Also, remember that water is one of the most important things to preserve, as the major percentage of water over our earth is not drinkable water. So as water was contaminated, besides the economic impact, the human health was at risk. In response to this event, in 1972, the Clean Water Act was established. The Clean Water Act, or CWA for short, is the primary federal law in the United States that governs water pollution. The law was made effective on October 18, 1972, and the objective of such law was to protect, restore, and maintain the chemical, physical, and biological integrity of the water bodies in the nation by preventing point and non-point pollution. It provided assistance to enhance wastewater treatment over industrial applications and helped to maintain the integrity of wetlands. Over the years, certain modifications or amendments have been done on this law. In 1977, major changes were introduced, to which later, in 1987, the Water Quality Act was introduced. In order to protect human health and safety, the Safe Drinking Water Act was introduced in 1974. So the Safe Drinking Water Act passed in 1974 and was amended in 1996. It was mainly used to set standards for protecting groundwater and safety of public drinking water supply to ensure drinking water safety. It was used to protect against natural and man-made contaminants the water. The 1996 amendment recognized source water protection, operator protection, funding for water system improvements, and public awareness campaigns. With the increase of innovation and technology, future problems have arisen. For example, natural gas fracking raises questions about groundwater contamination by methane and fracking fluids that rise to the surface. Also, Recent studies have found dozens of pharmaceuticals and byproducts in public water supplies. Personal care products are also present in the streams. No point source pollution, such as agricultural runoff, is created dead zones in the Gulf of Mexico. These, among other problems, have been created throughout the years. Thanks for your attention.